Hello. As we approach the holidays and the end of one of the most miserable years in our lifetimes, we have mixed news. The good news first, vaccines in this country were administered and delivered this week, and even as I speak, some hospitals in the county are getting their first doses. The vaccine is bringing some hope, but with that hope comes some sobering numbers. This week, Montgomery County surpassed 1,000 virus-related deaths, and the number of new cases continues to be alarmingly high, as you can see from the graph. This week, the Council approved my new executive order that aims to control the spread while we wait for distribution of the vaccine. As of this past Tuesday, indoor dining at restaurants is prohibited, and indoor gatherings, including sports, are limited to a maximum of 10 people. We also clarified restrictions for the larger retail establishments where we were receiving numerous reports of stores being too crowded. At the same time, we are working to help our restaurants provide outdoor seating during the winter months so they can continue to serve customers. As things improve, we will revisit our restrictions, but until then, these limits are necessary. I know the impact of this crisis has been serious on parents and families, and on our restaurant and our business owners. This is not their fault. They haven't done anything wrong. They are victims of this crisis and they need help. Although we have developed several programs to help them, the county does not have enough resources to keep many of them going until we reach the light at the end of the tunnel. This is where the federal government must help. You may know that I was an elementary school teacher for 17 years, and I was a history major in college. Knowing our history is important and could be the key to how we look at the nation's economic recovery. After World War II, Europe was a mess in many ways, including economically. To help, the United States developed a Marshall Plan to provide aid to Western Europe. It was approved in 1948, and over the next 4 years, it provided more than $13 billion to help finance rebuilding efforts on the continent. That is equivalent to about $130 billion in today's dollars. Although not every aspect of the Marshall Plan was a success, the overall effort provided the boost that European countries needed to recover, right down to the small businesses. Now the United States government needs a Marshall Plan to help the economy of our own country recover, right down to our small businesses and residents who are struggling. They do not need a handout. They need a helping hand. We need our federal government to act. I also want to let you know that our public health and logistics experts are working and planning with local and state health leaders to develop plans for vaccine distribution. As I've said, it will be some time before the vaccine is available for the general population, but we are already planning for this. While we work to protect our residents and help our businesses, and until we all get vaccines, we must continue to do these things that will keep us safe. Wear masks, wash your hands often, and keep safe social distances. The holidays are coming up, and we all want to join family and friends to celebrate. Please don't. Not this time, not this year. I implore you, be smart and stay safe, so you will all be able to come together next year to celebrate. We cannot let our guard down, and even as the vaccine is distributed, masks and other measures will still be necessary for quite some time. As we see healthcare workers getting their first vaccines, it reminds us yet again how these workers, who have literally been putting their lives on the line every day for the last 9 months, have been key to our survival. They are our neighbors, our friends, and our family members. They are taking care of our sick and our elderly. We are eternally grateful for their work. Throughout the pandemic, there are county workers we've asked to come into work every day because these jobs were too important not to be done. So while many people have been able to telework and do their jobs from the safety of their home, these people did their jobs and had to put themselves at risk in ways that others did not have to. I salute them, and I want to recognize their steadfastness in serving the county in the face of the pandemic. And I continue to be grateful for all of you at home who are taking this pandemic seriously. I hope you're able to enjoy the holidays in this different way this year. So happy holidays, and we will all look forward to a 2021 that will be much different and much better.